Hello, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jay, and today's video is going to be our daily bread on June 26, 2019. It is about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Believe it or not, I just brushed my teeth for the first time, maybe 30 minutes ago. I just got dressed, got some makeup on, and the reasoning behind it is I had to be a friend. What is a friend? A friend is an individual who will take a moment and listen and not judge. It's been a very, hello my ginger. It's been a very, very humbling day in more ways than one. And in reading today's eulogy, or reading, it's called Your Eulogy, it really hit home more than ever. And so I'm dedicating today's reading to the 3 individuals I have spoken to this morning. And something had came to me, and I will finish that at the end of this reading. I had to change out the battery. I had a gut feeling I should have changed it in the first place, but let's read the reading today. Again, like I had stated, it's June 26, 2016. And the title of today's reading is Your Eulogy. My heart is full from attending a funeral of a faithful woman. Her life wasn't spectacular. She wasn't known widely outside her church, her neighbors, and friends. But she loved Jesus, her 7 children, and her 25 grandchildren. She laughed easily, served generously, and could hit a softball a long ways. I don't want to mispronounce this.
Ecclesiastes
said, "It is better to go to a house of mourning than go to a house of feasting. The heart of a wise is in the house of mourning, because there we learn what matters most." New York Times columnist David Brooks said there are 2 kinds of virtues: those that look good on a resume and those want to say at the funeral. Sometimes those overlapped. Often they seem to complete. When in doubt, always choose a eulogy's virtues. The woman in the casket didn't have a resume, but her children testified that she rocked Proverbs 31 and its description of a godly woman. She inspired them to love Jesus and care for others. As Paul said, "Follow my example as I follow the example of Christ." So they challenge us to imitate their mother's life as she imitates Jesus. What will be said at your funeral? What do you want said? It's not too late to develop an eulogy virtues. Rest in Jesus. His salvation frees us to live for what matters most. In today's questions, the first one says, are you living out things that will affect your resume or your eulogy? And number 2, how would your life change if you lived each day with your eulogy in mind? I'm going to say some things in today's video that is going to be very uncomfortable for me to say. And the reason it is, it's truth. And the reason it is, I have also had done this myself. What is a true friend? Is it to have a lot of friends or a few friends? Just recently we lost a beautiful woman due to a very horrible death. I had worked with her, and this individual that had passed was a character, but she was fighting many, many demons. And she had masked some of the demons as in doing some poor decisions, as in drinking and accepting behaviors that wasn't healthy for her. She knew how to bring laughter in a room, but she tried. And I can remember how some had mocked her, because I personally feel in my heart, like I had stated, she was fighting a lot of demons, and she had been fighting anxiety, depression, and many, many other things. When there's a mental illness, we can just only imagine what's inside they're fighting. But she tried. I can remember watching her learn from one skill to another and the challenges she had to overcome. I remember she was frustrated because, she always stated she didn't, the learning disabilities that she had, or she didn't go to college, and she's wanting to prove everyone wrong. And I remember people mocking her or laughing at her or not really understanding the demons that she was fighting. It really angered me. Really angered me. But we're human, and we're not perfect, and we're not here to judge. But it angered me that I see these same people who mocked her and said horrible things about her had stated she was a wonderful person, she was nice, I pray for her, I'm sorry she had gone. And I'm thinking, I pray in their lives, because I'm not here to judge. They really see the true person that she was, that how God was working through her. I can still remember her laughter. I can still remember her tears. I can still remember her challenges and trying to do the task correctly. We are only our worst critic, aren't we? But are we a good friend? Like I had stated, no one's perfect. But before you say something, think before you speak, because we just don't know what demons they're fighting. The first question is, are you living out the things that will affect your resume or your eulogy? Believe it or not, I thought about this when I was a little girl, what I would want them to say about me. I'm sort of weird like that. Did I make a difference? Did I listen? Was I patient? I worried. I worried a lot. Back in the day, I did worry about what was on my resume. I never went to college. I still can, but there are tasks that I'm needing to finish today. And I'm okay with that. This chapter of my book isn't done yet. But I know on the second question, how would your life change if you lived each day with your eulogy in your mind? I know myself today. If God is done with me, and He had finished the last sentence and put the last dot at the end of the last word, the period, and close that book and say, she is done, she is coming up, she has tackled what she's needing to tackle. I know in my heart the first thing that people would say, she had faith. Of everything she experienced, the traumatic situations she went through, the hardships, the bad, the ugly, the sweat, the rain, the snow, the sleet, walking, the hitting, everything, the pain, the accidents. But the love, the friendships, she had faith. Having the two conversations today, I was able to say to myself, I am blessed. I am blessed that I have individuals in my life that trust me, that believe in me, and know that I would only want the best for them. And I don't want to gain anything from them. There are people in our lives that just want to utilize our status or the people we know, the money that we have, or to use that. This woman that had died a tragic death, she didn't have money. I wonder what was said into her eulogy. I wonder if the truth was spoken. I wonder these people, the things that they had stated, really know what they've done. Because she heard them. I know. Because she is a child of God. We know. Suicide is a vicious, nasty, ugly thing. But when we are attacked by the devil and we lose faith, we crumble. God doesn't want you to crumble. I am being attacked every single day with pain. Every single day. I have a choice. We have choices. I pray that they spoke well of this beautiful woman. I pray they understand that the devil was beating her like no other. I really had to think about what I was wanting to say today. And the reason why I was so frustrated is that these people that I saw say the things they had stated were some of the people who said some really vicious things about her because they didn't understand. Fear is one thing, or things that we don't understand, we attack. So if something you're fearing, look within yourself. Why are you feeling the way you're feeling? And I want you to think before you speak. Why are they acting the way they're acting? Why are they, what's going on? Before you laugh at somebody who's going through hell, pray for them. Proverbs 31. The saying of the king middle. The saying of the king, an inspired utterance his mother taught him. Listen, my son. Listen, my womb. Listen, my son, the answer of my prayers. Do not spend your strength on women, your virgor on those who reign kings. It is not for kings, Lemuel. It is not for kings to drink wine, not for rulers to crave beer, lest they drink and forget that has been discreted. They deprive all the obsessed of their rights. Let beer be those who are perishing, wine for those who are anguish. Let them drink and forget their poverty and remember their misery no more. Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves, for the rights of all are destitute. Speak up and judge fairly. Defend the right of the poor and needy. It's I had not ever read that at all in my life until today. That is the truth. And that one speaks more so for the woman that we've lost in a horrific death. What are they going to say in your eulogy? Do you think about that? Are you being a good person? And the first person you need to be good to is yourself. If you're fighting anxiety, if you're fighting depression, if you're fighting, believe me, I understand. I understand what it is like to have anxiety. I understand what it's like to have depression. I understand to not have friends, to feel alone. I understand. But today, I have a very few friends, but many, many acquaintances that I call friends. I want you to think about that. Only a few know who I am. When you're being attacked over and over and over, you're about to hit a breakthrough. Believe it or not, you are. You gotta have faith. I sat here and got off the phone with my last individual friend, and I said to her, I've not brushed my teeth, I've not gotten ready, I've not done anything. And she goes, what have you been doing? And I more or less had to say I was using the playbook. I was doing some games today, meaning I had to utilize my faith. I had to trust my faith and listen and be a true friend. So how would my life change if I lived each day with my eulogy in mind? I do. I do. I do. He's already written my story. He's already written the whole book. He's already written it. My book. I'm just experiencing chapter after chapter after paragraph after every sentence after every word. It's how free choice, how I'm reacting to that. How I'm acting and how I am being a servant. In today's prayer, it reads, Father, give me the courage to live for what matters most. I just felt someone say, I am so busy sometimes and I just feel guilty because I am not there when someone needs me. I want you to recognize that you need to fill your cup with the word before you're able to assist anybody else. And I want you to think about that. Don't feel guilty. My yesterday's video on the 7 sins and how to counteract the 7 sins, go back and watch that. Spread the word, have faith, be an example. Be a servant. Death is the destiny of everyone. The living should take this to heart. If my life ends today, I'm okay. What is your eulogy going to sound like? I hope, I pray, someone says she had faith. The best gift of all. If you're being attacked, grab your book. You have apps called the Bible. Grab your book. Don't get distracted with Facebook or Snapchat or Instagram or YouTube. Grab the book. I love you guys. Today is a new day. Make that change within you to assist others. Think before you speak, because we lost a soul. Be good to your others. Be good to others. Be good to yourself. Let me rewind and start all over because I'm only human and I'm not perfect and I don't want to be perfect. As I always end my videos, be good to yourself, be good to others, for we do not know what part of their journey they're on. And I'll see you in tomorrow's video. On June 27th, 2019. I love you. Thank you. I'll see you soon.